Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Teacher Mary and welcome to Open English's mini lesson. For those of you who have been joining us for the first few weeks, I'm so excited to have you guys back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. I'm talking to you guys from sunny Miami. For those of you who don't know, up here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's the first day of spring. But here in Miami, it is really, really hot, so it feels like summer. What's the weather like where you are right now? Hi, Milagros. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Maria. Hi, Vilma. Thanks for joining. So what's the weather like over where you guys are located? Hi, Jonathan. Thank you for joining. So excited to have you guys with us. Hi, Yanith. Welcome. Hi, Maria. You're in Miami too. I bet you can feel the heat, right? Hi, Wilmer. You're saying hi from Lima. How's the weather over there? Hello, Carolina. So excited to have everybody here with us today. We're just starting off with talking about how's the weather because it is the first day of spring up here in the Northern Hemisphere. So William, you're in Chicago and it's cold, I bet. Hi Milagros, you're from Lima. Welcome everyone. So, let's see. How is the weather for everybody? Hi Ramos, thanks for joining us. Hi Priscilla. Hi Juan Carlos, you're from Peru. How's the weather over there? Hi Eddie, you're from Mexico. Thanks for joining us. So, for those of you who joined us last week, we talked about some tips and tricks of how to make sure that we're practicing our English. So some of the things we talked about were reading books in English, to look at different sources online, like blogs or magazines in English. And one of the other things we talked about was, for example, putting our phones in English. So those of you who have your phone in your native language, that's an interesting way to make sure that you're constantly seeing English every time you open up your phone. So can anybody else think of any other tips and tricks that we talked about last week or that you can give us today? Hi Sergio, saying hello from Guatemala. Hola Alberto, bienvenidos. Estamos hablando de cosas que podemos hacer para practicar el inglés. ¿Cuáles son algunas de las cosas que podemos practicar el inglés durante la semana, que son fáciles? Hi Dennis, hi Alice, thanks for joining. Hi Folker Claudio, I hope I'm saying your name right. Welcome. So do we have any other tips and tricks for learning English during the week? So Priscilla, you're in Romania right now and it's very cold. I bet it's very cold. Does it feel like spring over there yet? Okay, so we have somebody saying to watch movies, for example, in English. That's a great idea. Para las personas que todavía están aprendiendo el inglés y su inglés es muy básico, pueden poner la película en español y poner los subtítulos en inglés. Y después pueden hacer la película en inglés con subtítulos en español y después solamente la película en inglés. What other things can we do? Thank you, Alexander. I appreciate that. Hi, Pedro. You're saying to read, read, and read. Very good. Yes, absolutely. That is one of the best ways, personally for me, when I was practicing and learning Spanish, was to make sure that I was reading a lot in Spanish. Hi, Daisy. Welcome. Hi, Jonathan from Colombia. Stephanie is saying to sing songs. Absolutely. That's a great example of things that you can, because that helps you to memorize different words, for example, and different phrases in English. Let's see, what else? So Emily, you're saying hello from Argentina. And Carlos from Honduras, thanks for joining us, guys. So today's mini lesson, we're going to be talking about the zero conditional. The zero conditional. So let's see here. I want to see if I can make sure I can change the slide. And I'm just going to put it in presentation mode. All right, so we're talking about the zero conditional. And I can see the comment. Okay. So the conditional tense in Spanish is when you add ría at the end of a word. For example, hablaría, comería, vivería. And we use the conditional to talk about probability and to talk about possibility. So let me see here. Okay. So in English, one of our conditionals we use is something that we call if clauses. And if clauses, we have 4 different kinds of conditionals. We have the zero conditional. We have type 1 conditional. We have the type 2 conditional. And we have the type 3 conditional. And today we'll be talking about the zero conditional. So when do we use the zero conditional? We use the zero conditional to talk about general truths, to talk about real or possible situations, and to talk about facts. Entonces, usamos the zero conditional para hablar sobre situaciones que son reales y los datos. Por ejemplo, aquí tenemos, if you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. So that's a general truth. It's a fact. If you mix yellow with blue, it makes green. Again, it's a general truth or a fact, and it is a real situation. So if you boil water, it's usually going to be 100 degrees, unless different altitudes, things like that. So how to use the zero conditional? The zero conditional describes a situation that always has the same result. And the zero conditional contains 2 clauses. So here I have an example. You can see here's the first clause, and then it's separated by a comma. And then here you have the second clause. So if you study, you learn English. So let's take a look at the structure. So here we have, let me see if I can put the laser on here. Okay, that should be better. So the first part of our clause is the if clause, and this implies the condition. ¿Qué es la condición aquí? And with the zero conditional, we're going to use if plus the present simple. Easy. And then with the main clause, it's just going to be the present simple. So for example, if it rains, so here we have the present simple. The result is you get wet. If it snows, it is cold. If you press the button, the doorbell rings. If Adam is on vacation, I take his phone calls. So in the chat, can you guys send me some examples of the zero conditional? So remember, you're going to start your sentence if with the present simple, comma, and then the present simple. So let's see if I have some comments here. While you guys are writing those, I'm going to just do this really quickly in Spanish. Vamos a hacerlo en español bien rapidito. Entonces, para hablar de la condición, tenemos la palabra if más el presente. Y aquí tenemos la coma. Y después el presente otra vez. Y estamos hablando de datos o cosas que son generalmente reales. So, if it rains, si está lloviendo, que vas a tener agua, mojar, ¿sí? All right, let's see. What do we have here? Do we have any examples of the zero conditional? Hi, Diego. Thanks for joining us. And Christian, thank you for joining us as well. Do you guys have some examples of the zero conditional? Okay, we're going to move on. So here I have an example of we're going to match some of the sentences. So here we have, if it is cold. Let me put my pen on. If it is cold, so here's the condition. What is the result? So Alexander, you say, if the bell rings, I have a visitor. Very good. Hi, Darwin. Thanks for joining us. So Alexander, I see you say, if I had money, I would buy many things. That's an example of the third conditional. So that's very sophisticated. Great job. Hi, Yolanda, saying hi from Miami. Onyx, you say, if I take a shower, I am clean. Very good. Let's see, any others? All right, so here we have, if it is cold. If it is cold, is it you cannot see the stars? Leaves blow off the trees? You need a sweater? You get wet? Or you get a sunburn? What do we think? What do we think? If it is cold, if this is the condition. Hi, Mari, you're saying hi to Medellin. Hi, Jenny, thanks for joining. All right, so if it is cold, you need a sweater. You need a sweater. So if it is sunny outside, you cannot see the stars, leaves blow off the trees, you get wet, or you get a sunburn. What do we think it is? Which one? If this is the condition, what is the result? So Antonio, you're saying if it is cold, I get the flu. Yes, that can happen. Very clever. Hi, Ines. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Jose Manuel. Saying hello from Venezuela. So, if it is sunny outside, you get a sunburn. Onyx, thank you. You're absolutely right. If it is sunny outside, you get a sunburn. All right, what about if it rains? If it rains, what happens? You cannot see the stars, leaves blow off the trees, or you get wet. Hi, Mariana, saying hello from Argentina. Welcome. So if it rains, what happens? Hi, FIFA, saying hello from Mexico City. So if it rains, we're going to put it right over here. You get wet. So that is our condition, and this is our result. And if it's windy, you cannot see the stars or leaves blow off the trees. Which one? This one or this one? Hi, Santiago, saying hello from Colombia. Natalia talking about trees grow and become green. This is true. If trees grow, they become green. That would be the zero conditional. Good example. So Alexander, you're saying if it is windy, leaves blow off the trees. Very good. So I'm going to match that one up. Edwin, you're giving us a great example. If it is raining, you need an umbrella. Absolutely. All right, guys. So here's the last one. It's super easy. Yes? If it is cloudy, of course, we know it's you cannot see the stars. So Jason, you're saying if it is windy, you get freezing. So you get very cold. Absolutely. Hi, Whitman. Thanks for joining us. So can you guys give me any other examples of the zero conditional? Hi, Lupita, saying hello from Texas. Very nice. Let's see. If it was cloudy, it will rain. Good example. Hi, Reyes, saying hello from Argentina. Angelo saying hello from Peru. So guys, you're giving me some amazing examples. Do you have any questions? Hi, Jesus, welcome. Hi, Nancy from Guatemala. So glad that you're joining us. We're talking about the zero conditional. Hi, Gina from San Diego. Welcome. So guys, I'm so excited. I always enjoy talking with you. I always enjoy reading your comments and hearing what you have to say. You guys gave me some really good tips and tricks earlier in the lesson, and then we did a great job reviewing the zero conditional. So, I'm sorry? So I would love for you guys to tell me, what do you want to learn in these mini lessons? So I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to help you learn English. So leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to learn, what you would like to review, and I'll make it happen. So it was great seeing everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you guys next week.